Hello, welcome back, and thanks for joining me on another garden episode. This week, I am updating some of the front yard by planting flowers in the front area that we created on the opposite side of the lily bed. So, we're going to use these barrels to plant dahlias in to decorate the front yard. So, I'm putting drainage holes in because there's a large drainage hole at the bottom and then two on the side to make sure that the moisture comes out. I have a bicolored dahlia here. This one is like a pinkish orange, and this one is just a really vibrant pink purple color. Very pretty. I haven't taken care of dahlias before, but this is what the color of the other bicolor one is. And then I have a yellow one. I picked one that I tried to see a lot of flowers that would be opening. In my zone, dahlias are supposed to last until the fall, so I wanted something that would hang around for a while, unlike the lilies on the other side. This container, I'm going to be putting red and purple, and I'm doing a hugelkultur style of planting. So I'm going to have some compost and some wood at the bottom before putting my actual planting mix. So here's the pieces of wood I'm going to put in. And this is my own unfinished compost. It needs some more time to break down. I also am going to put some fertilizer in some blood meal at the top. The actual planter isn't that deep, so I set the wood pieces straight up on their round ends and covered them with the compost, then pressed it down. I didn't want this to sink too much over the very first season, and I wanted to make sure that I didn't have any of the compost leaching any nitrogen from the garden soil that I was using, so I added some blood meal to that. And this is where I made a mistake. I didn't put any perlite into this mixture because I read up on dahlias afterward and read that they like a well-draining soil. For next season, since you do have to take the dahlia tuber out of the container in my area since it gets too cold to try to keep it, I am going to mix in some perlite for the next season. But for this season, I am just going to have to be aware of how often I water to make sure I don't waterlog them. I initially put 2 dahlia plants about, I would say 10 to 12 inches apart from each other into this pot. And I am going to add a little bit more because I think 2 was not enough. And then I put some straw around it for some water retention towards the top of it. And that is what I've done so far with the dahlias. Wish me luck. I have no idea what I'm doing, and I hope they do last for the whole season because they are really a pretty plant. The next thing that I did at the end of April was replant my ginger. They were outgrowing the pots that I had them in. I started noticing additional sprouts coming up, and I was afraid that it would inhibit the growth of the actual rhizome. So I took a metal planter. I did put a bunch of holes at the bottom, and I made a soil mix that had a bit of sand in it, and I replanted all of the ginger that I had, and this is going to be its final home. Now that it's getting warmer and it's good temperatures during the day for ginger, I'm going to just take these planters out. That's why I didn't put a ton of soil in them, because I wanted to make them a weight that could be carried in and out of the house on a daily basis. If you've gotten this far in the video and you enjoyed the content, please like and subscribe. That really helps my channel. And as always, thank you so much for watching.